spreading the ball around, showing the love. You got one dude ball hogging for 38. Nobody else did shit on their team except Williams.
He'll take it. He'll backpedal a three for the win. And he got it!
Jimmy, if we win the championship trophy, I'ma cry. Me too. Pacing the floor. Basically, I was saying my eyes are red because I'm angry. But no, I'm not angry. I just woke up from a nap. So anyway, we in the off season, baby. I wanted to put out this episode because um basically we don't have a lot of we don't got a lot of time, bro. We don't got a lot of time. I mean, I wanted to get it out because I know that after a while we're gonna be done till October. We got no draft. We got no anything going on. No summer league. I mean, I might be shut down for a while, but I said I wanted to put this one out while it's still kind of fresh. It may not even be that fresh, um, but I still wanted to put it out, and then I'm gonna put out another one about what we're gonna do after this, and then after that, we're gonna go dormant probably. Who knows? Unless something comes up, unless the front office wants to do something about it, you know, and get things going because we need to do something after that shit on Sunday. Anyway, let me look at my notes real quick. So I made a post late that night. It was fucking Mother's Day, like I got stuff going on. And I decided to put something out there because so many people were like having these like instant reactions of instant reactions of craziness. I mean, Pacer Nation was going berserk, and it was to the point where um Kevin Pritchard had to put out a damn apology. Y'all saw that shit? He puts out an apology talking about I'm sorry to the fans and this and that and blah blah blah. And you know what? He made the shit worse, for real, for real. He made the shit worse than what it really was. And then, he doubled back. He doubled back. And that's what we're gonna talk about today. Because I've seen a whole lot of the world's coming in the end until double back. No, fuck that shit. We the Pacers, we'll figure it out, type of thing. So, and that caused a lot of debate. I seen it. I was involved in it. You know me, I'm a debater. I like that. That's what I do because um, I'm a passionate Pacers fan. So piss a lot of people off sometimes. A lot of people block me. It is what it is. Um, but anyway, I'm gonna get to the comments in a second. I just wanted to go over some points, that I wrote down, and then I'll read a couple of the comments, and then we'll read a couple of these notes. So let me start off with this, and then we'll get to the comments. First off, I got glass half empty scenarios. So you hear me say a lot that Pacers or the Pacer Nation is glass half full or glass half empty. It's like we right here at 50% of the glass. And people say, ooh, damn, it's half empty. I only got 50% left. Or people say, ooh, I got 50%, only 50% more to its full. So that's what I mean by that. So you got two different views of what that fucking glass look like. So me, I'm more the glass half empty type. So what I say about that is, and that was the reason why it kind of took me a while to even put something out after the initial decision, that we wasn't going to get a pick. And I wanted to think about it a little bit, but I'm a rager, so it was glass half empty. It was the end of the world. it was a whole lot of stuff going on. So when I see glass half empty scenarios, I'm like, here's the deal. We wasted a fucking season. Number one. Wasted a season. All that shit we had to go through for nothing. That pissed me off. We gave up way too much. Way too much for one man. This is going in my mind. We're a laughing stock of the NBA. All the fans are laughing at us. I'm seeing comments, people laughing from people that aren't even our rivalries. And they're in there like, that's what you get when you tank. You should have never fucking tanked. Da, da, da. Like we the fucking Wizards that tank all the damn time. We don't tank. We tank 1 year. Well, I say we might tank a little bit for Matherin at the end and Jarris Walker. But guess who was down there with us all those times? It was the Wizards. The Wizards perennially tank all the fucking time. And they got rewarded with the number one pick. We literally, at the beginning of the season, I was like, we're not tanking shit. I kept telling y'all, I said, I don't care about Halliburton. I care about Halliburton being out, but I'm like, we can still be a top pick, top 4 pick in the East. I was convinced of that because many times I've seen us win without Halliburton or when Halliburton was having a bad game. I was like, we got enough of a team like Boston did. Boston didn't have Tatum. They were the number 2 seed. I mean, yeah, they have Jalen Brown. I'm not saying that we were going to be better than Boston, but in the East, I thought we could at least be top 4, top 5. Bottom line. And then what happened? We had all those injuries, catastrophic injuries, to the point where we started off horrible, just like we did. Remember our championship season, we started off like dog shit and went all the way to game 7. But bottom line is, I thought that, hey, we got a shot. The injuries killed us to the point where after a while we had to say, fuck it. We're gonna develop our youth and then we're gonna punt the season. So doing all that, everybody was like, we cool. Everybody was like mad when we won games. The fans are, I thought were into the tank. I got the tanks running behind the screen. We're all into it. You know what I mean? Because y'all thought y'all thought we was going to get that top 4 pick. All you see is AJ this and lose for booze and blah blah blah. You thought that the NBA was going to reward you when they never do. I'm looking at comments and I'm like, fuck, y'all are right. We don't get rewarded for shit by the NBA. We know we get in trouble. Did y'all just see the fucking Milwaukee Bucks got they did investigation? Nothing. They they got no punishment for the Giannis shit. They got nothing. We tanked one time for a season. We get fucking fined. All because Siakam didn't play a game. We get fined immediately. The Malice in the Palace. That was our championship season. They killed us. Suspended all the good players for damn near the whole season. Some of them the whole season. And that was at the beginning of the season. Like, we don't get no love from the NBA. So, bottom line is, and there's a whole bunch of other scenarios, but I ain't gonna go through all that. I'll be here forever. Bottom line is, it hurt the NBA. I mean, the Pacer Nation to the core that we didn't get the pick. We didn't get the pick. It pissed everybody off. It pissed the front off. It pissed everybody off at the front office, and also pissed everybody off at Big Zoo. Damn, do you see all the Big Zoo hate? Shit is fucking crazy, man. It is unbelievable what the hell is going on Pacer Nation. So I'm looking at all that and I'm like, fuck, this is terrible. And that's when I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna, I don't know. I mean, I'm glass half full, but I'm like, no, 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 no. I'm gonna have a whole new wave of people hating me. So I was like, you know what? Let me just wait a day. Let me wait a day or two and see how I feel then. So then I start reading from people I know that are homers and are glass half full type people. And I'm glass half empty. So I said, let me read from the glass half full type people. Now, most of the time they were like, just whining and crying about you're a fair weather fan. I don't want to hear that shit. Okay. We're compassionate fans, diehard fans. Don't say we not fans just because we talk shit about our team. But some of the points they were making made a lot of sense, and that's what I want to talk about today is that it's not the end of the world. No. Everyone needs to calm down because I'm gonna break it down to you. Basically, that is not the end of the world. And we good. If you saw some of my shows last season, I said, what if we don't get the pick? We still gonna be all right. I said that. I wanted to pick real bad too, because I'm thinking in the future. I'm thinking this would have made our future even more brighter. That's why I wanted to pick. But right now, we're pretty good. We're pretty good. So here's what the glass half full people say. They say things like Isaiah Jackson is a nobody. You're not missing him. We never was going to sign Ben Matherin anyway, because Ben Matherin wants $30 million. You know, and the 2029 pick that's going to be like a top, like a bottom 20 pick. It's going to be nothing. They say things like, oh, that top 5 pick, it's going to be a guard. It's going to be a point guard. It's going to be a cuffle. I don't know what the fuck these people are. I don't watch college, but it's going to be a cuff. It's going to be somebody else. It's not going to be somebody that's going to help the Pacers right now. They're going to be sitting on the bench under Carlisle's dumbass, and rot in the G League like he did with Juris Walker. So and Big Zoo is our top 5 pick. That's the last one. Big Zoo's our top 5 pick. We got a top 5 pick. We got a lottery pick. It's Big Zoo. So they're saying stuff like, y'all are crazy if you thought the NBA was going to help the Pacers out. Y'all are crazy. I could have told you that we wasn't going to get this pick. And bottom line is, you don't know what side is right. Because in the beginning, I was like, yeah, Pritchard fucked up. He need to be fired. Boot his ass. I'm never really a fan of the front office. But then I got the glass half full people saying, he got us Halliburton. He got us Pascal Siakam. He's one of the best GMs in the league. He took our team to game 7. Shut the fuck up. I'm like, they're not saying that to me because I was like, I ain't saying shit because y'all just gonna jump on me. Don't even go on Facebook, the Pacer Nation Facebook group. I'm telling you, some of y'all might be from there. I don't even go in there and comment no more because I go over there and I will be attacked immediately if I say anything bad about the Pacers. The shit is crazy. So, bottom line, it's an army of glass half full. And it's an army of glass half empty. And the shit is a war right now in Pacer Nation. This shit is crazy because both sides have valid arguments. Both sides are believing that they're right. So I'm not saying I'm picking a side, but all I'm saying is I feel a lot better today than I did on Sunday. Y'all should have seen my ass on Sunday. My dumb ass, I'm gonna put it out here. I don't know if I said it last episode, but I'm looking at the picks and I'm like, they didn't say the Pacers. 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 It's only 4 teams left. They didn't say the Pacers. We got to pick. They go to commercial break. I'm like, we got to pick. Then I see 4 teams flash up. Pacers aren't on there. I'm like, what the fuck? They didn't pick us. We still alive. I'm like, we're still alive. And then I said, nah, something ain't right. Then one of my boys hit me up and was like, here come the bullshit, here come the haters. I'm like, why the fuck he send that? I'm missing something. Now, I probably never even seen the draft lottery before, to be honest. I don't even think I ever even seen that shit before. But I thought they would say Indiana's name and then say that pick is sent to the Clippers. You got TJ McConnell up there with Indiana Pacers on there. You never even mentioned them. I look on Bleacher Report and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm looking like, I don't see it. Pacers. I get up to 5, I see Clippers. I'm like, oh my fucking good. They just gave the shit to the fucking Clippers, not even saying, oh, Pacers, this is Pacers pick, and it's got, traded to the Clippers. So I go from elation to fucking end of the fucking world in my house. I am pissed. I am pissed like a motherfucker. So only thing I like, Adam Silver better not have been in front of my face. I wanted to punch his ass right in the face. I said, I knew it. Is no fucking way that we could have our cake and eat it too. We wanted the cake. We wanted the top 4, but Adam Silver said, fuck you. I'm gonna reward the Wizards, but not you guys. I'm thinking the whole time he's going to reward us because we have Halliburton. We are an exciting team. Y'all saw that shit. We was exciting as fuck all the way to the championship. Make that team better. That's what I was like. He's going to make us better. He's going to make us stick around for years. In a loaded draft, NBA decides to fuck the Indiana Pacers and leave us with nothing. We don't even have one fucking pick in this draft. Shit is amazing to me. Anyway, let me go over some of y'all comments. And then I'll keep going. Don't forget to fill out the poll. Hit that like button too. Appreciate y'all. The poll, yeah, looks like some people are already picking on it. So yeah, fill that out. Anyway, we start off the shoe with no sound. That's right. Yo, that's funny. I've been had it on, and then I thought, because normally when the credits and shit, the opening scene is going on, it always mutes you, and then it pops off by itself. But I guess because I didn't have it on in the beginning, they embarrassed me at the beginning of the show. Thank you, StreamYard. Anyway, Cody starts off the show. They should have tried to make the trade this off season. The Clippers is already in trouble. They need a lot of salary dump. I don't know what their punishment will be yet. It hasn't come out. So I agree. The trade, this is another glass half full, glass half empty scenario. I'm just gonna put it out there. You don't get Zoo. You don't get Zoo. You go on the next season with no fucking center. What I say all last season? All last season. When Miles was gone, I said we need a real center. I've been saying that shit for a long ass time. Y'all know that. Y'all give us J fucking Huff. The Pacers take Jay Huff as the Miles Turner replacement. I wanted to crash my head through the TV. That shit is not winning you no fucking NBA championship. Although Jay Huff is better than Miles Turner, in my opinion. He's more athletic, catch oops and the whole deal. Do the blocks and all that. Can't rebound for fuck. He's Miles Turner. Except he gets more athletic. So who the fuck wants to go when Halliburton is back into the season with no fucking center in the fucking East? Hell no. That shit not happening, bro. So no. That's why I can't. I'm telling you, I'm moving toward the glass half full, people. You cannot go into this season coming up with no fucking center. Can't happen. Bottom line. But I do kind of agree with you that Matherin, I would have signed and traded him. Because if we're gonna get to it next episode, probably. But for y'all that don't know, we don't have no fucking money. Okay. We wasn't gonna sign fucking Matherin because we have no money to sign him. We don't, period. We don't. We would have to go second apron craziness. I'll explain it later. But I would have signed and traded Matherin's ass. Okay. And then my boy, hold on, let me see if I can find this shit real quick. He sends me a Bleacher Report, and the joint is saying the available free agents. And I'm like, I'm looking at that list, and I'm like, oh, hell no. All of these people were available. Hold on, let me see if I can find this thing. Oh, yeah, here it is right here. Top 65 potential free agents. And I'm looking at it, and shit, we ain't got to do 65. We'll get to the top 20 or so. And it's like a lot of fucking centers. And I'm like, okay, let's say 26. Oh, 27. Got Mark Williams. We got Mitchell Robinson. Draymond Green, old ass. I don't want this guy. This the guy we're gonna talk about tomorrow or next episode. It may not be tomorrow, but Luke Kennard. I want him. Anyway, he's 24. Let's see. Any more centers? Got Kuminga at 20. He's not center, but he's a big. We have Tobias Harris, a big. Rui Hachimura, a big. Walker Kessler, 14. Y'all all know I was a huge ass Walker Kessler fan. Huge. He's restricted. Most of the people I'm telling you about, they may be restricted. But I'm looking at that and I was like, damn, we could have made some type of deal. We could have cut some people or traded some people or did something. Even Matherin's available. And we're going to talk about that too. Tyree Easton, remember all them people was, oh, I want Tyree Easton. I want Tyree Easton. I want Tyree Easton. He's let's see if he's restricted. So let's see. DeAndre Ayton, bum ass. He's number 9. That's crazy. Hartenstein. He's he got bird rights. Like, come on, bro. These are bigs. It's crazy. Jalen Duren, my boy, is a restricted free agent. Come on. You know what I'm saying? And bum ass LeBron James, number 1. You trying to tell me I could have a chance we could get Jalen Duren? He better than Zoo in my opinion. But and then I think he's younger too. So bottom line is you might have had options, but when you really look at it, restricted, 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 that means you put an offer out there of a team could match it. Realistically, what kind of offer you think the Pacers could make if you really know their salary cap situation? And this will make more sense on the next episode. But we couldn't get none of them. None of them. So, bottom line, what's the name Kevin Pritchard had to make a decision. And his decision was fuck that. We're gonna shoot for the moon, take a gamble, pray the NBA don't hold us, and have our cake and eat it too. So now, Cody, this is what I'm saying. We gotta sit back and we gotta relax and we gotta look at it and we gotta see. Because I was thinking the same way as you until I had to think about it. Cody, my brother, we gave up way too much. I thought the same thing too. But when you really look at it, Ajax, no. Matherin, we might be able to keep him, but I don't want the show to be too long, so I'm gonna do that on another show. We might be able to keep him. Still would be a miracle though. What else? We gave up the 2028 second rounder, 2029 first rounder, and the top five. So yeah, I still think that was a lot for Big Zoo. We gave up less for Siakam. So that I will agree on. We did give up, I think, too much, but if we didn't play ball, if we didn't, they could see the desperation on our face. So if you trying to, for instance, you trying to sell a house for let's say 400,000, but you got to get this next house, so you need to hurry up and sell this one. They see that desperation on their face. They're gonna be like 350, and you can be like, no, 400, and they're gonna be like 350. Oh, you ain't getting that other fucking house. You know what I mean? And you're gonna say 350. You're gonna sell that motherfucker. You're gonna be mad, but hey, at least you got the other house. This other house is fucking Zoo. This Big Zoo. That's the easiest way I can explain it. We were rocking a hard place, desperate as fuck, and decided we were going to go to the table and deal. That's the worst time. And that's why we gave up too much. But we got what we needed. We'll get to that later. Beat all odds. Oh, what's up? They definitely made a trade this. They're definitely making a trade this summer. The GM showed me that. We're gonna talk about that one next show too. But don't believe that shit. That's all I'm gonna put out there. Don't believe that shit. You know who the Indiana Pacers are. They are the they're not Indiana Pacers, they're the Indiana cheap as fuck Pacers. The team that hasn't been in the probably luxury tax in forever. So no. And to be honest, we don't have the money. They might make a trade, but it may not be something that's going to, hit the presses, in my opinion. Look out for Kennard. Kennard. That's what I'm hoping for. We need a fucking shooter on this team. Cody. And the only pick we have available to trade now that the lottery's over is this year's pick. Other than that, we cannot trade no picks. Only the 2031 pick. No, that's not true. That's not true. We actually have 5 out of the next 6 picks available. Only one we don't have is that 2029. But every other year you could do a trade. So we could trade after this draft, we could trade 2027, and then we don't have 2029. And then it would have to be 2031. Or we go 2028 and we do 2028, 30, 32. We got those picks. Only one we don't have is 29. So we got picks. And this year's pick is gone. That's went to the Clippers. Beat all odds. They definitely laughing at us. Bro, you should have seen I'm thinking I'm gonna see a bunch of Pacers fans upset and crying. Most of the shit I saw was people laughing at us. Talking about you tank for nothing. You sorry ass fuck team. Y'all, that's what y'all get. Da, da, da. From all these other teams. Like, why is the hate so bad? What is Halliburton doing to these people on the courts? Like, I mean, everybody was hating us. How about feel sorry for our ass? For real, for real. That's what they should have been doing. Because that was hell. Going through that shitty ass season we just went through. Ron, what's up? The front office need to put their money where their mouth is now. Go pay the tax for talent if we're going to have a chance. I said the same thing. But I listened to what's it called? Locked On Pacer. Only in the off season. Only in the off season. I can't deal with that shit during the season. But in the off season, Tony East explains that shit like a 2-year-old. For a 2-year-old to understand. Sorry, not like a 2-year-old. For a 2-year-old to understand. And he has it. That shit is fucked up. We might not go into luxury tax the way he's saying it, and I'm gonna explain that again in another episode because that'd take a whole fucking episode. But I would say go look at today's podcast of Tony East on Locked On Pacers. If you want an explanation of how we can move forward from this. I'm gonna do a show on it too, but he did it today. And shit ain't looking good, y'all. It ain't looking good. But check that show out to get a better understanding of all this lottery mumbo jumbo. And the reason why, this is the reason why Kevin Pritchard panicked like a mother. Bottom line. Zachary, what's up? We need a bench score of some kind. We lost Matherin. We definitely do. We definitely do. Problem is, we really ain't got the money. So, Kennard, please. Or Juris Walker, show the fuck up, please. You know what I'm saying? Ground beef. What's good? I was waiting for your perspective on this. I appreciate it, man. It's kind of hard, man. It's kind of hard. but we're gonna be okay. I'm figuring that out, and before the end of the show, hopefully you stick around and you can kind of figure it out too. Zachary was good. Zubac is just the center you've been asking for. You're not bullshitting on that. I think he will be great. I do too. Y'all know I've been begging for Miles Turner, bitch ass, to be gone. It finally happened. By the way, he's gonna rot in he's gonna rot in Bucks hell, in basketball purgatory. Cause y'all just heard they shopping Giannis. He's getting the fuck up out of there, and they owe Miles Turner a shitload of money, like 30 something million. They not getting rid of him. He gonna have to score 40 a game with a bunch of nobodies, and I love it because he killed us for 10 years. But now we got the center that I think belongs in the East, and good times ahead. Beat all odds. You're right about that. I know that's right. I like that. I like hearing that. Oh, I'll turn the TV off. Yeah, man. Yeah. On Mother's Day, don't ever do that shit again. Don't have that shit on Mother's Day. Don't ruin my mother's. I mean, don't do that. That's supposed to be a joyous occasion. And I'm pissed the whole fucking day. And they had that shit at 3 p.m. Like, are you kidding me? Do that shit at nighttime. You just ruined the whole afternoon, the whole evening. Oh, that was dumb as hell. Superstar. It's good. They probably didn't even have a Pacers card in the building. No, they didn't. You know what's crazy? I saw today that was it Tony East or somebody was saying that they're there in Chicago. They do the draft, they do that whole show before they air it. So for like an hour and a half or so, they already know we ain't got the pick. TJ McConnell knows we don't have that pick. But they can't say shit. They take their phones, they take everything. So you're sitting in there fucking sucking it up for an hour and a half before the rest of Pacer Nation fucking shits the bed. That shit is crazy to me. I'm TJ McConnell. Like, don't ever send my ass back to motherfucking bullshit again if we in there. You don't want to be in no damn lottery and this shit didn't work out and you just fucking just sitting there waiting for the shit to air. Looking like a fucking looking like an idiot, bro. That shit was crazy to me. So you're right. They probably didn't have no card in the building. Superstar. Tanking is the worst, is worse than players playing under the table, I guess. It is. And I never want to see that shit again. In my heart of hearts, I bullshit you not. If the Pacers would have played hard and maybe became a playing team, they would have gave them that top 4 pick. You know Adam Silver despises tanking. And what he despises more is when stars are tanking. That's why we got popped with that fine. You don't sit Pascal Siakam. He's an all-star. And Pascal Siakam is never going to tank. And most of the times he played, we were fucking winning to the fourth quarter. And then the tank mission kicks in. Don't ever do that shit again. Win all your fuck. I don't give a shit if Halliburton gets hurt. I don't give a shit if him and Siakam gets hurt next season. Praying it don't happen. But I don't give a fuck. Don't ever tank again. Try to win every fucking game. Maybe the NBA will reward your ass. I don't want to see that tank shit no more. And I remember when we was getting Matherin, When we got that season, we got Matherin. Everybody was riding the fucking tanks and tank. And I was like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Please. Let them play. And then look at my ass. I'm with him this season. Like, I got the fucking back screen tank. I embrace the tank. I'm never doing that shit again. I'm never doing that shit again. I'd rather us be out there beating fucking teams, short staff. I would rather that shit and win 25, 30 games in the fucking tank games that we could have won. I don't never want to see that shit again. Superstar. Oh, that same thing. Okay. Awesome. What's good? I know, right? All of a sudden now the trade is one of the worst trades of all time. Zubac is mid. Zubac is old. I know, bro. You just reading all this. Except for lots of chicken littles running around, but because the obvious risk didn't play off. Goddamn right. Let's put that shit up there for a minute. Look. Sorry, I got a little sinus thing going on. But I'm not even gonna hold you. I was one of those motherfuckers. I'm like, I'm fire fucking Kevin Pritchard immediately. But that was out of because I was, my feelings were hurt. I was pissed. I was like, this shit is not fucking happening. And the main reason why I was mad, because I had to sit there and watch that fucking bullshit for 82 games. That's really why I was mad. I ain't mad that we lost. I'm not even mad that we lost the pick. It's more as I'm mad that fucking season was a waste. 40 years I've been waiting for a motherfucking championship. We can't waste no fucking seasons, bro. We could have gotten in a play-in. We could have fought for a play-in. And guess what? Playing people still, even if you don't get in, they in the lottery. You saw what happened with Atlanta. You saw what happened. So don't say it can't happen. Lottery team get the first pick overall. Jason, what's good? Great to see you again. Been a long time since I caught you. Appreciate you, sir. Appreciate you. Yeah, hopefully I can get a couple of shows out, during the off season. But right now, I'm looking like, damn, all I got is baseball. My Pirates are winning though, and we winning today. So hey, it is what it is. Jason, top 4 pick wasn't going to be the reason we get back to the finals. Damn, that shit is true. That shit is true. But it would have kept the legacy going a lot longer, I believe. I think a lot longer that legacy would have been going. Pascal's getting old. Even Big Zoo about to be 30. Like, we got a small window. That top 4 pick would have made that window maybe 2 years to about at least 6 years. And that's what hurt a lot. My man Sean in the building. What's good? What's good? Next year. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. For sure. For sure. He said, come on, bro. You can receive a miracle. I know that's right. But I think you have to not tank to get that miracle. In church tonight, they say a song, There's a Miracle in This Place with my name on it. I know that's right. Yes, sir. Cody, agree that we needed Zoo because did you know Boston Celtics was the other team that really wanted them? Oh, God. Could you imagine us going to the Eastern Conference Finals facing Jason, Jalen, and yeah, that shit would have been terrible, bro. I did not know that, and that shit would have been terrible. Cause I've been saying for a long time, our missing piece is the center, bro. The missing piece is the center. So, bottom line, that's how it is. Oh yeah. By the way, Sean is a Knicks fan. He's from New York. In case y'all didn't know. Talking about Jalen Brunson. Get out of here. That Jalen Brunson, that dude. You know what though? I ain't gonna hold you. I'm kind of I kind of think the Knicks might fucking represent the East and shit. They might win one. They might win one because one thing about the playoffs, when you playing defense, get to the promised land. That's what got us there. That's what got us to Game 7, defense. And New York playing defense like a motherfucker. I ain't even gonna hold you. They playing real good. Cody, but you can't trade consecutive picks, and since you already have given up the 2029 pick, you cannot trade the 2028 pick or the 30 pick. No? Yeah, you can. Yeah. What's the name? Explain that. And I believe anything he says, Tony East. And we'll explain it next episode. But like I said, check out his show. Cause he's a he's like a basketball like nerd, you know, like he knows all that shit about the salary caps and shit way more than I do. He can explain it a lot better. But you can't pick back to back. But like I said, starting in 28, we can do 28, we do 30, we can do 32. 27, I wouldn't do that if we trying to. First of all, Pacers not packaging up a whole bunch anyway. 2 at the most. We're not doing 4 and 5 like these other teams are doing. You know what I mean? So you can't do 27 to 29 because you don't have a 29. But starting in 2028, you could do 28 and 30 for sure. Sean says, "Who do I want NBA draft? We don't have an NBA draft, sir." um, Jason, Tony East is good. I agree. Yes, sir. Jason, Miles is finally the best player on the team. No, that's crazy, bro. It's gonna be Miles and the Miracles, and that shit is fucking funny as hell. And Ron, I'm wondering if there's a possibility that the Pacers go after Trey Murphy. The Pelicans could be open to listening to trade offers. Man, we've been calling Trey Murphy's name for a minute, but you know what? I don't think, in my opinion, I don't think he helps the Pacers. For real, for real. And I guess keep saying it. We'll talk about it next episode. But what would be funny and what I really want is Matherin to come back. He knows the Pacers system. He knows how to play it. I want Matherin back. I want Matherin back, but it's going to take a miracle to get him back. A miracle. Because our money is fucked up right now. And I understand it. I understand it. Cause I know exactly. That's the crazy part. I know exactly how Pritchard is thinking right now. And I know exactly what he was thinking when he did that trade. Which makes it 10 times easier. Anyway, it makes it 10 times easier to cope. My bad. So um third thing I want to talk about, I think we'll be okay. Remember, I said this last season. Okay, we already talked about that. So basically, you know, I think we're gonna be good. We're gonna be good. So, and then I'll explain that at the end. But next season, I'm predicting we're a top 5 team in the East. Bottom line, we're a top 5 team in the East. Um, in my opinion. Let's go over it real quick. Because a lot of people are thinking like, oh, it's the end of the world. Oh, it's over. And I'm like, no, no. We got exactly what we wanted. I'll make it make sense for the people that don't really understand it, but we got what we wanted. We got what we wanted. So 15 teams in the East. I think we're better than Washington. Although Washington kind of loaded now, they're about to get AJ. They got Trey Young. I think is a free, restricted or free. It might be a free agent. And AD don't want to play for the team, but just think if they did. Trey Young, AD, AJ, plus the little young talent they already got. Oh shit. Wizards might actually fucking be somebody. You know what I mean? But I think the Pacers are better than Wizards. They're better than Brooklyn. They're better than Chicago. They're better than Milwaukee. They're better than Miami. They're better than Charlotte played good at the end, but I think we're better than Charlotte. I think Orlando. And that's the people that didn't make the playoffs. That's the lottery people right there. Then Orlando. I think we're better than Orlando. Really, they got Ben Carroll. That's it. We got 2 stars. And Big Zoo might be the third. We might have a real big 3, y'all. We're going to talk about that shit. Philadelphia, I think Embiid is done. Fuck them. We're better than them. Atlanta, they fucked that team up. That team's good. I mean, not saying before when Trey Young was there, but Atlanta, I don't know what happened with them. It's like I don't know. I think if they have a good offseason, they might be, a team. But I think Atlanta, we may be better than them. Toronto, I think at the most we're a push with them. And possibly better. Cleveland, New York, Boston, Detroit. Detroit, I believe, is a fraud. They won 60 games. They were not a real number one, in my opinion. They're good, though. They're good. They're tough. They're a rivalry. But I like Detroit. I like Boston. Even if Jalen Duran leaves, Jalen Brown leaves, or Tatum leaves, that shit getting broken up. Y'all saw the shit in the offseason. That shit getting broken up. It's still gonna be good. New York, of course, they always gonna be around. And Cleveland got a nice, tough team. That was the only 4 I'm really scared about. That's why I said, even if we don't beat them, we're 5. Chill the fuck out. We're a fucking 5. Halliburton, Siakam, a core, and a real center. We're 5. We top. I'm thinking we 2. But we definitely top 5. So if we don't get top 5, I'm going to fucking lose it. And that's barring injury, though. That's barring injury. So I'm thinking we're good. We're good. We're going to playoffs for sure. Also, let's talk about it. We got Zubac in the East. Zubac was in the West. He He was in the West with fucking Wimby and fucking crazy ass dude with the Minnesota. Goldberg, like fucking craziness going on over there. You know what I'm saying? He coming to the East. We all saw Jalen Duran. He ain't really show up in the playoffs, but he a good center. Boston, they ain't got no center. New York got Cat. He like a little he like a little pussy for real. A pussy cat. um Cleveland, I don't even know if they're gonna keep Allen, you know. Bottom line is, and I think Embiid is gone. Paul George need to go too, but they just fucked that all up in Philly, paying the people all them. How Paul George getting 50 million? Dude had like 7 points and 2 rebounds. Come on, bro. What, 50 million? Kill me now. The East is wide open. The Detroit fucking Pistons won the East. That fucking team is worse than the Wizards for forever. Bottom of the barrel. All of a sudden they shoot up because they got a coach now. Look at their team. They got 1 star, really. Cade Cunningham. Jalen Duran is supposed to be their 2nd star. Kill me now. The East is wide open, y'all. Wide open. Wide open. So number 6, I was saying, why is everybody clowning us? You want to know why everybody's clowning us? I'm going to tell you why real quick. Because they're haters. They're haters. They're haters. They are hating. They're going to hate. They're going to keep hating. They are scared as fuck. They are so happy we did not get generational talent in this year's draft. All these fucking other teams are a sigh of relief. A sigh of relief. Trust me when I tell you that we didn't get that fucking pick. They are happy and they're going to hate and they're going to laugh because they already know what we about. They already know. Bottom line. I'll be fucking terrified of the Pacers. And the worst part is, now we got a chip on our shoulder. You don't think Halliburton in that lab? You don't think Big Zoo hearing all of his own fucking Pacer fans are talking shit about it? You don't think he's gonna go in there ready to kill in a weak ass East? He is. You don't think that's gonna happen? Bottom line is gonna happen. Chip on shoulder. Siakam sees his window slimming down. You don't think he's gonna ball out and be an all-star? Come on, y'all. Bottom line. So number 7, I remember, I admit it. I was calling for, I've been calling for the front office to be blown the fuck up. But I was calling for Kevin Pritchard's head after we came away with nothing. But I'm gonna have to change my mind. I'm gonna have to change my opinion on that. Because although I do think they need to have somebody in that front office that knows today's basketball. I swear they don't. They do not, at this point, they do not have anybody in that front office that knows today's basketball. And I think it would help them to get somebody in there that knows today's basketball. Meaning that I think that they got, I guess, decent scouts. They got this and that, this and that. But some of the things they do leave my head scratching, like believing in Miles. Scratch the fuck out of my head. That's why I'm, losing right now, because of that shit, Shit is, I don't know. Bottom line is, I think they need one more piece. They could keep the people in there. They need one more piece. But number 8 is, after thinking about it, Kevin Pritchard made the right move. He made the right move. He took a gamble. He lost. But you know what? You look at his look at that video I posted on the first, because I'm not gonna play it. At first I was gonna play the little bit of it, but I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna play it now because we already over an hour. But go back and look at my last video. And he'll say, Pacers didn't take enough gambles. He'll say that. Pacers didn't take enough gambles before he got there. And it's true, you know. And I'd rather have a GM that's going to be out there trying hard than playing scared. So I gotta give him credit for that. We fucking almost pulled off some amazing shit. Get the center you always wanted, and also had a shot at the top 4 pick. I'm gonna do that shit every fucking time. I ain't gonna bullshit you not. People saying it was a dumb trade. He's fucking crazy. We got robbed, blah, blah, blah. We were desperate, but we almost pulled off the miracle. You know, they would have been praising his ass if we got that top 4 pick, plus Big Zoo. And if you really look at the numbers, fuck all that top 14% for the first pick. No, this is what it was. It's a battle between 4 and 5. Well, actually 6, because we were second worst team. It's a battle of the top 6. And you got 4 chances to get it right. You got 2 chances to get it wrong. 4 outweighs 2. That's 2/3 out of 6. You had a 2/3 chance. So ain't no fucking 14%. It's 66% chance of getting the top 4 pick and 33% chance of giving that pick to the Clippers. I don't give a shit what people saying about 52 and 47 and all that. No, 66% chance of getting the top 4 pick. I'm taking them odds every time. So you know what? Fuck that. I'm back on the Kevin Pritchard bandwagon. He did what he had to do, bro. He did what he had to do. And Pacer Nation need to chill the fuck out because everything's gonna be fine. So I'll go over my conclusion. Let me look at these last couple comments here. Dallas looks like a new name. Welcome to the pod. Owner needs to spin. Championship window is here. I don't know if you heard me earlier, but we ain't got no money, bro. We ain't got no money. We'll talk about it next episode. But bottom line is we're going to have to cut some people. Shepard. You got to go, bro. We got to cut some people just to be able to exercise our full mid-level exception. Literally, we're already at the tax or over the tax. I don't know if y'all knew that shit. We are fucking there because guess what? People got fucking raises from this season for next season. We're fucking already there. Wait till you see this fucking next episode. We're fucking there. We got nothing. Y'all talking about getting people? We got nothing. We got no money. We got to move and make moves and wheel and deal. And the bottom line is, let me finish these last ones. Ron, is Chris Middleton worth taking a chance on? Fuck no. No. He old, he hurt. No. No. I want somebody young. We got to get younger, not older. Hell no. That's in my opinion. Only old head I would keep around is a shooter like Kennard. That's the only person I'm keeping around is if they old. Is a pure fucking shooter. Bottom line. All right, beat all odds. They scared of the Pacers, and their reaction after the draft celebrating showed the car. Exactly. This shit I'm talking about, bro. They're fucking happy as shit we didn't fucking get that top 4 pick because we would have killed the NBA for a long time to come. A long time to come. But anyway, I'm gonna end it with this. People are saying we gotta spend money. People are saying, um, you know, it was a bad trade. People are saying, what the fuck are the Pacers doing? Like this is terrible. Halliburton's not gonna come back. You don't come back from Achilles and it's the end for the Pacers. They fucked up and now it's over. I disagree. In conclusion, I'll say we kind of made a gamble, shitty trade. But it's not the end of us. Here's the deal. Indiana Pacers went to Game 7 of the NBA Finals with Halliburton, Siakam, Nembhard, Neesmith, and Miles fucking Turner. I've been telling y'all, you need a center, do center shit. Not a fucking pussy center that sits in the fucking top of the key or in the corner shooting fucking threes and not getting no fucking rebounds. Detroit got a center to do that? No. Cleveland? No. Like, no. They not doing that shit. Their centers are doing real center shit. Guess what? We got a real center. We went to fucking Game 7 with a fucking joke. Now we got a real center. Starting lineup, Halliburton, Nembhard, Neesmith, Siakam, and Big Zoo is going to fucking kill the East. We need to work on the bench. But even our bench, guess what? Benefited from a shitty season. They played a lot of minutes, and they're going to be 10 times better than they were our fucking championship year. It's nothing but plus, win scenarios for the Indiana Pacers. So don't be down in the dumps. Don't be like it's the end of the fucking world, because bottom line is we got what we fucking wanted. And almost got more. Bottom fucking line. We got what we wanted, a real center. I've been bragging for forever. And we got it. Finally. I'm telling y'all, it may start off rough. Halliburton got to get back in the game shape. But by the end of the season, we definitely top 5, and I'm shooting at top 2. Look what happened with Detroit when they stopped. Jalen Durham was a backup. They wasn't even playing him. But look what happened when they got a real coach that knew how to set his lineup up. The bum-ass Detroit Pistons are number 1 seed in the East. East is wide open, bro. If they can do it, we definitely can do it. If they can do it, we definitely can do it. You know what? Fuck it. If we can't get a pure shooter, remember what I said. Give me some defensive pieces. You can get them cheap. If the Indiana Pacers play defense like they did on championship season, we number one seed. East is wide open, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all this. So don't be mad at Kevin Pritchard. Bottom line is, we did use our top 5 pick on Big Zoo. And that's all we really needed. All the other shit was icing on the cake. Bottom line. So in this off season, I pray we work out the money and get it right. Because technically, we're in a luxury tax right now. Talk about that shit on next episode about how we could get out of the luxury tax and maybe go after a key piece with our mid-level exception. In the meantime, watch that Tony E show on Locked On Pacers. I'm telling y'all, so y'all can understand what I'm talking about and understand how we're going to proceed from here. Ron agreed. Kennard would be a nice piece for the bench. Exactly. It don't have to be him. If we can make some trades for some shooters, see who else pop open in free agency. I don't know. Bottom line is, we don't really need a Hooper like Ben Matherin. We just need a solid piece because a defensive guy or a pure shooter. Remember, I've been crying for a real center, and I also need shooters and defenders, and we're gonna be just fine. Bottom line. Mawson, we need to go after Terrence Shannon Jr. from the Wolves. He's been really solid on both ends of the court and getting good playoff minutes. Hey, if we can get a two-way, we can get a two-way. Oh my God. Loving life. That would be amazing to me. But anyway, we're gonna close this one out. Like I said, once again, stay tuned for my next episode. We're gonna talk about the future a little bit. And hopefully I get that one out sometime this week. Anyway, appreciate y'all tuning in to another episode of Pacing the Floor. And don't forget to follow me on the X at PT_floor or on Facebook at PT Space Floor. You can also follow me, Pacer Cop, on the X at Pacer_Cop. And we'll see you on the next one. Peace out. Oh, I forgot to do the poll. The poll. Should the Indiana Pacers have made the trade with the Clippers? 67% say yes. That's what I'm talking about. All right, y'all. Peace.